best big man in the business, it is me. The Jurassic Juggernaut Vince Steele. And there's nothing that anyone can do or say about it. The simple fact is I deserve and I demand respect. I've been in this game for over 17 years. And all I've been getting was bullshit ass matches. Bullshit ass positions. Well, all that changes now. It's time for the big boys to play. It's time for the big boys to put up their pants and ready to face me. Cause there's no one like me. There's no one that's 6'6", 450 pounds that can bust their ass in the ring and also bust their ass outside the ring. They ain't got my ethics. So I'll tell you this one thing. For whoever, any promotion.
Vince, what's up, man? How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. A little tired, but you know that's what happens when you work hard all day, all week. So
You do, you do. I really appreciate you being here today and making time for us. Um, how did the COVID, affect you during last year wrestling?
well, not like everybody else. Everybody else, like their lives were completely like shut down. But I was pretty much shut down until June of last year, and then once June hit, Florida really didn't care. The COVID didn't stop Florida from continue doing shows and stuff. So from June of last year till now, I've been wrestling a regular schedule.
I seen you. You were wrestling a majority, like more than a lot of other people that I know.
Yeah,
Did you ever feel some type of way? Like, were you fearful of, getting sick or, of how did it
I
affect like the crowds and stuff like that?
well the crowds it was different with crowds. I never did a empty show arena. We always had fans there. So the show last year, it's crazy because it was Father's Day weekend and we drew about like 300 people, but it was separated the way we had it, like two to three people in on one section. It was like spread it out like that. It was pretty cool.
Okay, I much respect, man. Um, I just check. There's no questions. Okay, guys, if you're tuning in, you can ask your questions. Vince is gonna answer them for you. Um, Vince debuted in the summer of 2000 at Real Deal Wrestling in the Bronx. Now, Vince, wow. You've been in the fucking game for 21 years, man. I didn't even know it was that long.
Yeah, yeah. It's been like off and on. I can't say a full 20 years I've been wrestling. Coming up in the game, not knowing too much about the game. You go through little patches of some days you wrestle, some months you wrestle, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a while ago. I thank my friends for finding the place for us to go and actually learn how to wrestle. So
Right.
but
At what moment did you realize, you wanted to become a pro wrestler and why?
when I used to backyard, funny enough, I used to backyard where I lived at. We used to have sellout shows. You could say we didn't make no money, but we had lots and lots of people watch us. Play
Really?
around and yeah, like where
What
I
did
live
you
at, we
guys
have like huh
what did you guys call this? Did you have like a little
BPW
name? 2KW.
BPW Back Park Wrestling.
Oh, okay. I got you. Nice, nice. What area was this?
Um, The Jackson, Andrew Jackson houses in the Bronx, from 156 in Cortland all the way to 158, 158 in
Oh,
Cortland.
I know that area. I used to live around there.
Yeah, man, we
Before
used to
the
do a lot
back,
of crazy stuff.
before the backyard though, what made you say, I want to be a wrestler?
Well, I was always a fan. It was until I saw the likes of Mike Awesome wrestle. Mike Awesome is a former ECW heavyweight champion. That's where I saw him at. He was 6'8". He was almost 300 pounds, and the dude flied. He pretty much the same style that I wrestle in. He was a powerhouse that could fly.
So he was an inspiration, in other words.
Yeah, pretty much. Like once I saw him, I'm like, wow, I want to do that. But I was small at that time. Like I didn't think I was gonna get as big as I am now. Like my height and my weight and stuff. I ended up getting my growth spurt when I started training. So
Okay.
that was
What are some of your favorite achievements so far? I know you
wow. Right
traveled a
now,
lot. Mm,
right now is the traveling. You know, because
That's
I
something a
know
lot of people can
since you have
do.
since you have a significant other in the business, you know the BS that we usually have to go through with like politics and you got to be friends with the right people and all this stuff. So I had to leave that and took my own journey, and now I'm getting paid a lot more, and I'm getting more respect. And to be totally honest, if it wasn't for the promotion in Florida, man, I don't know where I'd be right now.
It's real shit. So I've noticed something about you. I feel like you're like the Eminem of the wrestling world. I don't know, most hated or something because you're always either calling dudes out or you're in some kind of beef. And I mean, it's great for business and entertainment value. I just want to know what's up with that. Are you about that life? What is it?
You know what? It comes with the territory. Of course, you're always gonna have haters who hate on what you got, but they're not the ones putting in the work or taking the time to make an effort to get what I got. All I do is I work as hard as I can because I have motivations. I have children that I have to take care of. I have goals I want to set in my life, and I really don't care about the haters. And of course, if you don't have somebody hating on you, that means you're not doing it right.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's my philosophy right there. So, for sure. So, you have three sons, right?
Yeah,
Three or four? Three.
three.
How would you feel if they came to you and said they wanted to get into the business?
I'll tell them the truth is hard. You got to be dedicated. I've been dedicated to this. I was able to maintain two full time jobs and work a full time wrestling schedule. If that's not sacrifice, then I don't know what is. A lot of guys they have to stop working to become a wrestler, or they have to work part time jobs, or they have to um they become a father. They have to stop everything and do something completely different, which I didn't stop doing. I had taken little breaks here and there, but I have figured
Yeah,
out a way how to put it all together and how to make it all work.
you really have. I have a lot of respect for you for that because I know how much of a hard worker you are, and you deserve every bit of that credit.
Thank you.
Um, You refer to yourself as the best big man in the business. Why
Yes.
is that? Why is that? Matter of fact, drop a promo for me right now. I want to hear why you're the best big man in the business.
Okay. As you can plainly see, I am one of the biggest in stature in a man in this professional wrestling game. And I also have the mix of all styles of wrestling. A lot of people can't do that. I have lucha libre in my blood. I have regular ground and pound, technical wrestling, high flying, and my God, I have some charisma, I might add. So calling myself the best big man, it's to be totally honest, it's the best big man all around because I can do everything. I can cut a promo, I can make you believe, and I'm special. That's the most important part. I am special. That's why I call myself the best big man around. It's not a cool nickname. It's because I put in the work, and by God, I think I am the best big man around.
All right. Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna ask you a question that I ask all indie wrestlers that I interview.
Okay.
If you were to get the call from a televised mainstream promotion, who would you
Yeah.
want that to be and why?
Well, right now in the way my life is running, I'm pretty just satisfied making a living of what I'm doing right now. But if the opportunity comes a ride, it's whoever calling first. I'm gonna be totally honest because that's how many options there are out there. If they want me, they want me. If they don't want me, they don't want me. I really don't care. I'm at an age in my life. I'm 36 right now. Usually that's a lot of the guys' peaks. I'm at my peak. And if it all ends tomorrow, I'm satisfied where I ended it at. Maybe when I was younger, I would have been pushing for that, but not right now. Like right now, it's like I'm actually making some money out of this now, so I might as well ride this until there's no more cash.
I respect that. I respect it. Definitely. What goes on in your mind, though? What goes on in your mind when you're in the ring? And let's say it's an important match. Give us a little, look-see into the mind of a wrestler in the ring.
My mind frame, because everybody knows the gist of things. It's we know who wins, we know who loses. My goal is if you pay for a ticket, I want you to be like, wow, this is really happening right here, right now. Like I want to make you believe that you're somewhere else. You're in where you're watching it through my view, the story I'm telling about this guy who looks out of shape and he look like he needs an asthma pump in the ring, but wow, this guy can move crazy, and damn, he like he beating the crap out of this guy. I just want I just like to tell my story in the ring, and if you're entertained by it, I'm more than happy by that. And if you're disappointed by it, please, by all means, let me know. Cause I'd like to fix things up that I mess up on. So
I respect it. I respect it. So what's the best advice you would give to other big men looking to start or who are already in the business and want to be noticed?
the best advice I ever gotten was shut up and listen. You listen because every day you learn something new. And that's not only just in wrestling and in life also. You always got to pay attention. You always got to pay attention to your surroundings. You always got to respect your elders and listen to their story because you don't want to do the same mistakes that other people have done. You know, if you want to make a mistake, then you make some new mistakes where when you're telling your story, somebody who don't want to make that same mistake can learn from that. So like it's always just shut up and listen and take all the knowledge from everywhere you can, from referees to promoters to even fans. You listen to these stories, and you know you learn from all that. That's how you become one of the best in the business. When you know every aspect of every part of this, and that's including the fans' views on things, the promoter views on things, the wrestler view on things, and the referee view on things. And then you got that, and you can't be stopped.
Wow, that's some powerful advice. Real talk.
Thank you.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? What do you personally, what do you personally want to be remembered for?
One of the hardest workers out there, in and out of the ring. That's it. I get a lot of respect from the guys in the locker room now, you know, and I appreciate it a lot. You know, I also want to be remembered as somebody who's always willing to help. That's about it.
And is there anybody that you would call out, you know, in the mainstream that you have
Uh,
who you think you could whip
I
their
would like.
ass?
I know. Even though I beat his ass last year, I would like another crack at Ace Romero. I felt like, personally, he didn't respect me enough to give me the match that I wanted. So, you know, I would like another crack at AC Romero. I think we could tear down the house. You know, due to circumstances and Mofo's feelings. I didn't feel it in that match. Well, you guys can watch that on YouTube and tell me your gist of it.
What's your YouTube?
I don't have a page. You just type in my name. I got matches all over the place.
Okay, great.
And trust and believe. I read the comments. I look at everything. You know, I have a large fan base of you know, the LBG, the alphabet community, especially the men who like Big Bang.
I like that. I like
Which,
that.
which surprises me a lot, you know, because I've never been called beautiful in my life, but that's a compliment I can get used to.
Beauty comes in a lot of different forms. And
Yes,
I know you a little personally, and I think that you are definitely a
thank you.
beautiful person. Um, how do you feel about the business? Like how it's evolved in the past few years?
Well, besides the whole speaking out movement, um, you know, I might get shit for it. You know, I think it sucks that you have to speak out to social media instead of dealing with it yourself, like, you know, person to person, instead of airing out the whole incident out online and, you know, downgrading people's lives and all that. Where simply I'm from the old school where, you know, when you got a problem, you go to the person face to face, y'all handle it there, or y'all don't speak ever again.
I
I
totally
just wish
agree.
I just wish we could get back to that, you know. And and no offense to anybody, I don't like to shit on anybody's dreams or anything like that. But man, if you can't take criticism and you think that's a form of bullying, then you're not for this business. to be totally honest, you're not for this business. Because I've been called all types of names, and I didn't let that affect me at all. You know, I know a lot of people are
You gotta
affected
put on a
differently
tough
by.
skin.
Yeah, you really need a tough skin, you know, and this business is not for everybody, and people want to make it for everybody. And to be totally honest, this is a door. This ain't a hobby business. I don't want, you know, you can't make this a hobby and expect the guy who lives day in and day out doing this to be okay with your comments and stuff.
Just
Not
being
at
fat
all.
though.
You know what I'm saying? But I respect those people who are in the business and they making it a hobby. But there's always a place, a place and a time to do that. And
Exactly.
that's why you can buy your own ring. You can you can rent your own towns and all that stuff. I don't mind that. And also, you know, pay the boys. Everybody go out there for a reason. And then, gentlemen in the business, if you want to make money, you have to promote yourself. You have to start your own fan base. These promoters ain't gonna pay you unless they see that they can make money with you. And to be
Facts.
totally honest, if it wasn't for a freaking botch that made it viral, MTV wouldn't have cut a check for your boy, and I won't be here right now. To be totally honest, it's like a fuck up that I did. MTV cutting me a check, and now I'm making some okay money now. So trust and believe. Anytime life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.
Holla.
And then,
Spitting real. For real.
cause I'll be totally honest, I'm the guy that has the most L's in this business. Ain't about wins and losses, but I took a lot of L's and made it work for me. I don't know if you remember the first eating challenge I did. WrestleMania. I didn't
Yeah.
eat the whole sandwich. That sandwich beat me. But you know what happened? The guy who owns the restaurant sold out of food that day, and people had a memory of, oh yeah, this guy tried to eat this big ass sandwich, and I don't mind being known for that because you remember me.
Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
the point.
Like,
Like guys, you
that's why
gotta.
when your haters talk shit about you, hey, at least they're talking.
Word. I appreciate that I'm in your thoughts at this moment since you're so upset at me.
There you go. There you go. People, people generally, as humans, you know, they want to be liked. You know, so they let that get to them a lot. But really, either way, if they're talking, you're benefiting.
They talk because they want to be like you. If they don't want to be like you, they want something you have. There's something
Right.
that you have on your part that they want. That's how life is. You know, sometimes I be like, man, what he doing with that? I should have that. Everyone had that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's human. And as long as you can accept the being a human, your life can go off a lot better.
Facts. Straight facts. So, you have any events coming up?
Oh, I got tons of events. This is why people don't like me that much because I'm always wrestling.
He's at every. Yeah, you are. You're always
Well,
wrestling, traveling
well, since
somewhere.
this was Mother's Day weekend, I decided, like, you know, I didn't take no bookings. I didn't have no bookings set up, and that's why we were fortunate enough to do this interview. But next week I'm heading out to Nashville, Tennessee for Coastal Championship Wrestling Lucha Mania. They're gonna have the likes like Super Crazy gonna be there. A lot of Nashville locals are gonna be there wrestling, and that's one place I like. I like Nashville, Tennessee. I'm hoping the restrictions are lifted by then because I would like to have a full night out there and really party like I want to. The following week I'm going to wrestle for SWF Shockwave. That's the name of the show. and I'll be taking on King Jeter and Gene Snitsky on that show for the SWF heavyweight title.
What's the best social media for people to keep up with your schedule?
My Facebook and my Instagram. I'm always on those, and I finally made it to the 2,000 mark in my Instagram. I'm very happy. That's 2,000 followers. I wish it was more, but it's a work in progress.
It will be.
Work in progress. I'm trying to learn the gist of things. You gotta put in work to get those followers. You gotta put something up every day or at least twice a day for them to be like, okay, let me check him out.
So
I'm working on that. But I like to sleep, so that's what I'm mostly doing in between my free time.
Thank you, Jody.
Hey, Jody. That's a fan from Florida. You got people watching from Florida.
All right, Florida in the house.
Yeah, and also I'm actually helped launching a promotion in June 26th. Shadow Wrestling Alliance. They're gonna be doing their first show in Leesburg, Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm opening the doors for. Yeah, there's more places. This is just to open up right now. This is a soft opening because I'm looking to bring the promotion up north soon. So let's hope, and I make my debut in the state of Illinois on August 14th. So the Chicago area.
Your first time there.
Yeah, Chicago gonna witness the best big man in the business soon. So yeah.
Hey, Ron. Eddie Ramirez said hello. What's up, guys? You got any questions for him? You want to know anything about Vince that you don't know? Any juice and tea? You have any crazy road stories? I love those.
Okay, I'll tell you this one. Went to West Virginia. You met my brother, right? So it was me and him, and he had his girlfriend at the time with him. So of course we're not gonna share a room. So we went to this real cheap motel. I got my own room. He got his own room, and for some reason, me, I like to look around, I like to read and stuff. So I read in the front desk that they're not responsible for people breaking in your room and stealing stuff. So I'm like, oh no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving none of my stuff. So I'm gonna leave it in the car. And when I go back into the room, I take the stuff with me. So we did a show. We're out all day. Come back. I'm getting the stuff out the car and stuff, and then I gotta use the bathroom real bad. So I'm running into the thing, and I open the room door, and all of a sudden I hear screaming. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a lady screaming, and her boyfriend ass naked on the bed, knocked out, and she's screaming, and then I start screaming, and then come to find out these people rented out my room because there was nothing in the room, so they figured that I left the room, even though I paid for it for the entire night.
What?
And then the whole time of screaming, people are coming out, like, sticking their heads out of their rooms and stuff. My brother's like, yo, what happened? You got evicted? I'm like, you asshole, bro. But I got a full refund. I got a full refund and ended up staying at the promoter's house. So that was the good thing.
Have you ever suffered like super crazy injuries? Yeah.
Wow, back in Back in '08, going into '09, I had ended up getting a severe, I started getting severe back spasms where it was so bad that I had to be bedridden for a month and a half. So I was in, yeah, I couldn't get up to use the
Oh,
bathroom or nothing. Like I couldn't stand or anything.
oh my gosh. Wow.
And
And
that
what
was all,
was, how did that happen? You
waking
took a
up
wrong bus?
the day after Christmas, I turned a certain way. And it must have pinched a nerve that just locked everything down. I got taken to the hospital and all that stuff. They gave me a shot that I was able to walk into my house, but after that, I was bedridden for a month and a half.
Ouch.
And that was probably the worst of the worst. Other than that, I got little nagging injuries like broken toes and stuff like that.
Aye, that's bad too. Oh my
But
gosh. What do they do when you have a broken toe? Like, do
you
they put a
tape,
little splint on it? Like,
yeah, you tape the next toe that's still intact with it and just let it heal up. So my feet look crazy anyway, so I don't mind.
Jody said, would you ever fight Cha-Cha again?
Jody, that's done for, Jody. You witnessed it, and you hated my guts for being up Cha Cha. Man, and then when we became friends again, we made her cry because we became friends again, and we added on a little person into our mix. That was last year. Jody, so to answer your question, nah, I don't think I can fight Cha Cha again.
Ron said, what's worse is a broken heart. That's
True.
it's definitely
I
emotional pain is worse than physical in some
well,
aspects.
I told you before. During the time of my mother's passing, my kid's mother and we split up too. So that was like one of
Oh
the
my
worst.
God. At the same time,
Yeah,
I
but
remember.
the thing was that she already had moved on too. We just didn't just break up. Like she moved on to the next and was dealing with him and stuff. And it was, it took a long time to recover from that too. And that was another reason why like I maintained and put my head forward and just kept it moving, because if it wasn't for wrestling, I don't know, I'd probably been going crazy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that at times like that, wrestling definitely helps, right? Because you just take it out in the ring.
Jody has something in her eye. But yeah, man, and again, that's the learning experience. That's why I tell everybody, shut up and listen and just try to go through life, because right after that, that's where the run really started, because after I broke up with my ex, my mother had passed from cancer, and then literally a month after my mother's passing, I wrestled AAA star Psycho Clown, and that's where it really started. Right from there, so a lot of people started noticing Vince Steele.
It's a blessing, man. That's beautiful. Well, if no one has any other questions, I'm gonna close this up. I want to say, Vince, first of all, do you want to plug us into any merch that you may have?
Well, I have a pro wrestling tee store that's open there. ProWrestlingTees.com/Jurassic Juggernaut. I have 3 style shirts there, but my newest shirt I'm selling it at shows only. So if you want a Vince Steele shirt, you must come to a show near you. And if I'm not near you, let the promoter know about Vince Steele, and he'll be there if the promoter hits him up.
All right,
You gotta
awesome.
make money everywhere.
I want to thank you so much for being here again. You're great, and I wish you the best in the future and keep going up, man.
Oh, for real, yeah. And thank you. And I hope this becomes bigger than what it is so far. You
Thank
know,
you so much.
well, you got like how many
And I
interviews
be
under
there
your belt
part
now?
of
Like
it.
8? Oh yeah, definitely. You already know, man. We peoples. I got you. You know, whenever you need me or you need a taxi partner to interview people, hit me up. I don't mind helping out.
I appreciate that. That's what's up. I'm gonna hold you to that. um, what's up, Sam? That's my other bro. That's the KOM. For everybody watching, if you wanna, show love, and please do go to BMF Goddess on YouTube and subscribe, because like there's gonna be a lot of more great content to come. Um, Somebody's asking you for a date, Vince.
Who? Who's asking me for a date?
I'm kidding. He's asking me. On that note,
Oh,
may the force.
Yo, yeah, yo. Think of me just I said juggernaut. This is how Boogie Bomb on your head top. Moves be tight like a headlock. Throwing out land on your chest like a leg drop. 0 to 100 head rush. End up being my opponent, you bet not. Jurassic Juggernaut. You let me loose in the yard, I'ma run them out. Jurassic Juggernaut. I make the ground shake when I step out on the block. You better not be an op. Heart stop when they see me flying down from the top. Toss you into the road, watch you bounce back, then I throw you into a choke. It's diabolical when I'm upset, what I really can do to folk. I'm taking on the steel chair, make you wonder how the hell I'm still here. I can take on anybody, look into my eyes and you can tell I don't feel fair. Jurassic Juggernaut, come and believe it, somebody gon' leave in a wheelchair. Hit him with a clothesline by his nose line, then I leave him, he's still there. Think of me Jurassic Juggernaut.
DJ Swift on the truth. The meaty bomb.
on.
Tactic, doing whatever is necessary, but
you know, I can understand when your career is on the line, when over 10 years of work, the blood, the sweat, and the tears is on the line. But is it worth it? Oh, we got it. There's Steele.
You got it. What is
oh my God, the referee. You got the referee. Don't choke slam to the referee.
God. Somebody's got to take control of the situation. Oh,
we got security out here now. Security out here now. Big splash.
Oh no, somebody's got to stand out of there. He's going to kill him.
Vince Steele now just coming in, doing whatever the hell he wants.
He has hijacked Project Divert.
Referee needs to get out of here.